So they'll be calling you a radical. So Utah, San Diego, on my way to San Onofre. Now, why in God's name, and that's not Utah State, that's Utah Street, Ted Williams' house right down the freaking road, they're going to tear it down. They're as bad as Utah around here. So disrespect for their native people. So, San Onofre, why in the God? Utah doesn't make nuclear waste. We don't make nuclear waste, right? We don't make nuclear waste. We don't make nuclear waste. So I'm headed to San Onofre. I parked getting a mastectomy, turn it down as we kick that can over. All those years, 10 years ago, the greatest accomplishment by grassroots activists in history. Kevin Blanch, who has the nuclear bomb, conceived on the beach of San Onofre, born in Ogden, Utah. Go drop your dry cast container. Go drop your dry cast container. So, why in the God? I'm in the bone marrow transplant center at LDSC State, dying of leukemia. I actually went in on 11/11/11. You can't make it up. East State, LDS Hospital, bone marrow transplant unit. 311's Fukushima. You cannot make it up. Give it 2 months to it, no chance. I'm getting sicker and sicker and sicker. They're trying to freaking fight off cancer with chemo. January 30th, 2012. I slipped into a coma. Go out twice that night for a long time. Almost died, really almost died. Get up that morning, my friends at San Onofre were ex-Marines. My dad marched in Nevada to like nuked to death. Born in Ogden, Utah, 7th generation. San Onofre had, it's just a steam malfunction. What? Just a steam malfunction? What? Backed up into the court. They were cheating on the exchange. I have the shirt from the exchange. I'll break it out. Here in San Diego. Going to save themselves $100 million to chopping up the goods. Don't Beamer Brown and crew. Go ask Kamala Harris. They had to open the valve. It was going to blow up, and they vented all over San Clemente. The whole place is so heavy radioactive. So in Utah, we have laws on that. So does Idaho, but they don't care. You know, put in by Cecil Anders, put in by Governor Matheson. Oh, he died of this disease. Downwinders on Balco. Live in southern Utah, and I can talk about this because I lived in the bone marrow transplant center off and on for 5 years. Southern Utah makes up less than 5% of the state, going there on any given day, and this is coming from a person who was in the belly of the beast, lived there for 5 years. Well over half the people in there from southern Utah. Life elevate? No, life excavated. Come to Moab, come to St. George. Woo! Radioactive beneath the clouds. So they open the valve, so you can't bring heavy radiation. That's the Utah state law. Well, they're bringing all of it in from San Onofre. They're turning it down. They've been bringing it in now for several years. And just dumping it in whole. I shot the video, was that 2 years ago, of the hot reactor. This is the promised nuclear place. Bring us your waste. Utah, the toilet. The nuclear industry's outhouse. Governor Cox gets in bed with Bill Gates to build SMRs in Tupper, Wyoming. What? I asked him, he didn't know an SMR. Was it Reyes? The Reyes connection? I asked him about, are you related to Sean Reyes? Or Jose Reyes? No, I'm not related to him, but what about these SMRs? At the Bear River Massacre in Idaho. I'll walk over there to Idaho Street. He claimed he didn't know what an SMR was. You know, his father, that Elvis impersonator in Vegas. So they're bringing it here. It's against state law. It's radioactive as hell. They had an accident. Steam out. It's just, the NRC only rates it as a 3. Well, they only rate Fukushima as a 7. What? The store only goes to 7? I've got one person watching the store.
So I'm headed to San Onofre. That'd be an upgrade. Whoa! Don't drop your dry cast container. Here on Utah Street, Ted Williams' house right there. It's condemned. You should see it. What? Talk about ignore the goat. Oh, Utah ignores their goat. Kevin Blanch. San Diego ignores the goat. Born and raised. His mother, Angela Tijuana. That's his mom. Yeah, just the greatest freaking hitter in baseball history. But his house right there is condemned, but he doesn't. On Utah Street. Born on Utah Street. What? So, Utah. This is the nuclear waste place, San Diego. The Outhouse. Head to San Onofre. Don't drop your dry cast container. San Diego. Give us your nuclear waste. Why? Because we're the Outhouse, Utah, the nuclear industry's toilet. Stay tuned.